Welcome to Quality Branding Hub. The channel is for the quality control engineer, site engineer, and the civil engineer who are working in the construction field. In this channel, we are dealing with anything and everything which is required to get success in the construction. Today also, I'm going to discuss about a very important topics in the construction, that is vacuum dewatering flooring, or in short VDF. It is commonly used in the industrial floor. But what is VDF, when it was invented, what is the methodologies, what is the material required, and what is the procedure, that I will discuss each and everything in this video. So stay tuned until the end to get the full information about the vacuum dewatering flooring. And if you are new in my channel, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notification. So without wasting time, let's start now. We need to know first what is the VDF flooring, that is introduction to VDF flooring. First, what is that and why our projects are in our system. So as per the definition, VDF flooring is a special type of concrete flooring where excess water is removed using a vacuum system, improving durability, strength, and wear resistance. In the normal concrete, we are only vibrating the concrete to remove the air voids, but we are not removing the excess water or the surplus water. But in the vacuum or dewatering systems, we are removing the surplus water after placing the concrete or vibrating the concrete. It's improving the durability, strength, and wear resistance. It is highly suitable in where the industrial and the commercial application due to its low shrinkage and dust-free surface. Now, there is chance to know what is shrinkage, that the volume changes or volume decrease when the concrete is hardening or the heat of hydration or the hydration process is taking place. In this shrinkage, we have lot of issues in the normal concrete. The shrinkage crack is generating, that is autogenous shrinkage, normal drying shrinkage, plastic shrinkage, whatever it is. But what is the difference all this type of shrinkage? I have made a detailed video, link is there or in the description, please check. But in the VDF, there is a very less chance of shrinkage, only because we are removing the excessive water by the dewatering process or the vacuum dewatering process. So there is a less chance of shrinkage. Where we are you can use, that is the industrial floor, warehouses, factories, and workshops, parking areas and roads, high traffic zones requiring wear resistant surface, because in this area the high traffic and the load volume is more. So normal concrete can be break or wearing or abrasion can happen. To remove that one, we need floor that it will sustain that one. So that is why we're introducing this vacuum dewatering flooring. And then commercial and public buildings, hospitals, malls, airports, also we are using or vacuum dewatering flooring. And what is the advantage of VDF flooring? Why you are using VDF flooring? That is higher strength. Why? Achieves 20 to 25% increase in compressive strength, because the water cement ratio is become optimal. There is no excess water inside the concrete. Then reduces shrinkage and cracks. Already I discussed that there is a less chance of shrinkage cracks. Then improved surface hardness. That is why it is our number one choice in the industrial floor, that it increase the surface hardness. So that is when the traffic is moving, that it holds the surface and it is not damaging the surface because it's the hard surface. And then increased durability, longer lifespan compared to conventional concrete. That is why it is very much useful in the industrial floor, parking areas, and the commercial and the public buildings. So in short, this is the introduction of VDF flooring. Now next is, what is the history of VDF flooring? That means when it was invented. It was invented half a century ago in United States. In India, it is also known as Tremix or VDF flooring. The process was introduced in India by Aquatic Technologies in 1987, and after that it is widely used in India, and everywhere you can see the VDF flooring because it has some advantages that I already discussed. The next is, what are the material or mixed proportion design is required for the VDF. First thing is the selection of material. What is the material we need? That cement, either it is OPC 43 and 53 grade as per IS 269, but other type of cement also we can use, but mostly we use 43 and 53 grade. Then aggregates and the crushed stone aggregate as per IS 383, water, potable water as per IS 456, and admixture as per IS 9103. We need to do the concrete mix design for VDF flooring as well as the conventional flooring same way. So what is water cement ratio is typically ranges for 0.4 to 0.45 as per IS 10262 2019, and slump it is recommended 70 to 80, but if you are using by pump it can be increases as per the project requirement. And the strength requirement, it is generally M22 and M25 because it is enough to take the load of the what is the traffic or the floor load is coming. So it is M20 or M25. Then fiber reinforced concrete, and now these polypropylene fibers 0.1 to 0.3% we are using in the VDF flooring. So what is fiber reinforced concrete? If you want to know about the fiber reinforced concrete, link is there or in the description. But why you're using polypropylene fiber? To reduces the cracks and enhance durability. Although we are doing VDF flooring on the panel, is 4 meter by 5 meter or 4 meter by 6 meter as per the project specification, but still there is a chances of the cracks can be generated on the surface. That is why we are introducing polypropylene fibers in the concrete. It is reducing the cracks and enhance the durability. So these are about the material and the mix design for the VDF flooring. Next, we need to know that what are the tools and equipment we are using for the VDF flooring, because it's a special type of concrete, so we need the special type of equipment also. The first, we need the skid board vibrator. What is skid board vibrator? A broad vibrator is used for the labeling as well as the compacting of the concrete. Consists of high quality of steelwork that is a 4.2 meter in length and spacing between 250 mm in between. Special water protective vibrating motor is mounted on the center, which produces 1830 Newton centrifugal force, which is most ideal for compaction of the green concrete. They are also available in different size from 2 meter to 5.5 meter, but generally it is coming in the 4.2 meters. So that is why we are planning always 4 meter in panel. The width is 4 meter. We can play in the length, but width is always the 4 meter. We are getting in 4 meter this skid board vibrator. We are placing the vibrators in both sides. There is a channel. That channel is for the shuttering, and from the channel we are moving this skid board vibrator for the compaction of the concrete. So 4 meter is the normal length that are widely used, and it is a centrifugal pump is there here, and it is creating the centrifugal force for the compaction of the concrete. So first we need skid board vibrator, then a vacuum pump, which is the main that is removing the excess water. That is what the process we call the vacuum dewatered process, and this vacuum pump is the key of the vacuum dewatered process. This is the core of the system that I discussed. The continuous discharge vacuum pump is complete self-contained unit. The unit is mounted on a transportation trolley. 2.4 square meter freshly laid concrete can be dewatered in one single operation with one set of mat. The pump is powered by 7.5 HP3 3-phase electric motor, because these are all you need, because whenever you are planning for the VDF flooring, what phase electricity also needed, what is the pump capacity, that is also you need to know before planning your vacuum dewatered system. So this vacuum pump is the core of these systems, and it is when we are pumping it is removing the water from the concrete. Then filter mat and suction pad distributed vacuum evenly. See, suction mat is placed directly on the green concrete. Now after vibrator skid operation is over, a special high class nylon filter is fixed on plastic mats, which acts as a filter during the vacuum operation. Filter mats in different size are provided with the systems. Now why its filter mat is required? Because whenever we are vacuuming the water from the concrete, it is a possibility that the fine aggregate or the sand can come from the mix. If it is coming out, then this mix will not be the homogeneous and the purpose will not be solved. That is why the filter mat is essential, that it is preventing the removal of the sand and other particles from the concrete. Only the excess water can be removing from the concrete. Top mat is provided in the junction box and is placed on the top of the filter mat. For the purpose of sealing, special synthetic cloths is used in the top mat. It comes in standard size is 4 by 6 meter. Then power trowel surface finishing. Why? This power trowel we are using, it is a surface grinding equipment powered by 3 HP motor, electric motor through the gearbox with floating RPM is 130. It grinds the surface to make it wear resistant. So this motor, whenever we are moving, this is floating inside this and it is grinding the surface to become wear resistant. And laser level to ensure even floor leveling. It is very much important to make the level. So that is why we are always using the laser level to make the floor level. So what is the equipment for the flooring? Skid board vibrator, vacuum pump, filter mat and suction mat, power trowel and the laser level. And other equipment also required for the concrete pump, concrete vibrator, that I was not discussing here. But for the vacuum dewatered system, these are the key equipment you need. The next is what is the step-by-step procedure for VDF. So first what we need to net sub-base preparation. So what is the sub-base? On the PCC or on the base layer. If it is a base layer, we need to do the compaction and we need to achieve the degree of compaction as required. Or if it is a PCC, we need to do the PCC maximum 75 mm thick. Then it is very much important to divide area into panels, because in one go it is impossible to do the concrete. That is why we need to divide the in panel. And also if we are not dividing into the panel, the shrinkage cracks or the thermal expansion cracks generated if it is a longer span. So that is why we need to divide the panel. What is the panel size? The width is 4 meter. Why? Because the skid board vibrator size is width is 3 meter. So maximum area we can vibrate, that is 3 meter. So 4 meter by 5 meter is usual, but it can go beyond that one. 4 meter by 5 meter, 10 meter, as per the project requirement or as per the approval from the client or the consultant. And then erection of formwork using steel channel. So we are fixing steel channel in both the side to fix that one. So and after placing the mortar, we place the channel, and after mortar is set, it becomes fixed. Then laying of reinforcement as per the drawing, placing of concrete as per the mixed design, compaction of vibrator using skid board vibrator as I discussed. After concrete compaction, filter pads to be placed on the fresh concrete leveling, leaving about 4 inch fresh of concrete exposed on all sides. So after compaction, skid board vibrator, first filter mat to be placed. Why? This filter mat, it will preventing the removal of the fresh fine aggregate from the mixes. Then top cover is then placed on the filter mats. Then top cover then connected to the vacuum pump. So first is the filter mat, then is the top cover or the top mat. Then this top mat will be connected to the vacuum pump through a suction pump. Then as the pump started, vacuum is created between the filter mat and the top covers. So whenever this vacuum is pump is operating, it creates a vacuum in between filter pads and the top cover. This allows the water to coming from or the removing from the concrete. The atmospheric pressure compress the concrete and the surplus water is coming out. This process lowers the water content by 15 to 20% and it becomes the optimal water cement ratio. That is why it gives the strength and the durability. Dewatering process, how much time it will be, that is approximately 1.5 to 2 minutes per centimeter thickness of the concrete. So if your concrete is 1 centimeter, then it may be 1.5 to 2 minutes. So now if your concrete is 10 centi, this means 10 into 2 or 10 to 1.5, this is 15 to 20 minutes you need to do the vacuum process or the vacuum dewatering process. The dewatered concrete is compacted and dried out. So these are the process step by step about the dewatering VDF flooring. Then we need to do the group cutting. It is very much important. Why group cutting? Group cutting is the cutting the laid concrete providing groups. Why? If it is a more area or it is continuous, then there is a chances of the cracks or the thermal crack can be generated. So the size is 5 meter wide and 1/3 of the thickness. That is the normal practice. If it is 100 mm, this one that means it maybe 30 mm. We need to go deep within 40 hours of laying of the concrete to form base 4 meter by 4 meter using heavy duty cutting machine with diamond cutting and wheel and filling with the grooves with the appropriate sealant. Now it is very much important that our panel, concrete panel, is 4 meter width, but maybe it's 20 meter as per the requirement. But after doing the concreting within 48 hours, we need to divide in panel into 4 meter by 4 meter. It is the optimal length. But how can we divide? We can divide by the diamond cutting. And what will be the group's thickness? Group width is 5 and depth is 1/3 of the depth of the concrete, the thickness of the concrete. And after doing the group cutting, it should be filled with the appropriate sealant. So whenever any thermal expansion or load distribution will be there, it will not create cracks. The concrete expand and contracts constantly with changes in the temperature, the moisture content of the air, and due to drying of cement, which result in shrinkage. The movement result in stress that can cause cracks in the concrete and destabilize the base. That is why this group cutting is eliminating this process. Making group is one such method to insert contraction joints into slabs to guide cracks along the predetermined line. The purpose of the group cutting is to weaken the slab along the approved line so that the slab cracks there instead of somewhere else. In order to be effective, the contraction joint must be at least 1/4 as depth of the slab is the thick. So again, we are making a process to, if there is any crack is generated, we can minimize. So in order to enhance the quality or the durability, group cutting is essential. So it is a integral part of the VDF flooring. Without this group cutting and sealing with the appropriate sealant in 4 meter by 4 meter, it is very much impossible to make the concrete is a crack free or durability. So this about the group cutting. Then what is the common defects of the vacuum dewatered flooring that we need to discuss? That cracking due to improper curing, it can be or the incorrect mix design, crack can generate. What is the dusting and scaling caused by excessive water or poor finishing, and this delamination, thus poor bonding due to premature finishing. But how we can prevent defects? Proper curing using concrete mix design and vacuum dewatering. These are the common defects we can find out in the vacuum dewatering process. The last part is the what is the disadvantage of VDF. But every coin has the other side. So what is the disadvantage? That high initial cost, because you need to purchase all this material. So there is a high initial cost. Then the skilled labor, the labor should be very much skilled to operate these machines and do the vacuum dewatering process. And then need specific equipment that I discussed, and need high power consumption, because discrete vibrator, vacuum dewatering process, everything is a pump. I will come with more content like this. And thank you once again for watching me.